So, what should America and our allies do about the growing China threat? Joining us now is Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn. She has been talking tough and taking a tough line on Beijing. As you can see, she's joining us in the car. Right now, the senator is driving. She's on the way to the southern border. She's been looking at the situation down there firsthand. We'll get to that in just a moment. Senator, welcome from the car. First, it seems that China is echoing the Cold War with the Soviet Union. How do we confront China?
What we have to do is confront China in a way that they understand that we are not going to let them off the hook on this. They have a goal of global domination. So what do we have to do with them? Continue the sanctions that we are doing, send a clear message that we are bringing some of our critical supply chains and that manufacturing back to the U.S. We also need to stand with our allies in the region and be sure that China understands when it comes to their aggression in the South China Sea, we're not going to put up with that. We know what they're trying to do through Belt and Road initiatives, building technology networks for some of these countries, getting them into debt diplomacy. And Eric, they have to know that we're going to stand with these countries to push them back and not let them continue this acceleration on the Belt and Road Initiative. Now, also, when it comes to human rights violations and the genocide against the Uyghurs, we have to have our allies stand with us. This is wrong. They need to be punished for it. Their participation in global organizations like the WHO and the UN, they need to stand up against China and say, we will not aid and abet you in your goal to be globally dominant by the time we get to 2050.
You just hit it on the head. The administration is keeping the Trump tariffs in place. They've added more sanctions against 24 top officials. And you talked about the supply chain. Look at the drugs. When COVID hit, 3M, our Minnesota company, manufacturing masks in China, they cut them off. Are you afraid that China could retaliate and cut off our drugs, our medicine, and other things? The administration is seeking a review now of that supply chain and make sure that they don't grab us by the neck.
Well, that is right. And President Trump was tough on China. We need this administration to continue those policies and to make certain that China understands we can return a lot of that manufacturing, whether it is semiconductor chips or microprocessors, whether it is rare earth mineral utilization, batteries, active pharmaceutical ingredients. These are areas where we are working to bring that stateside, and there is legislation that I'm working on that's in a bipartisan manner. There is bipartisan support for doing this, Eric, and it's something we should move forward on quickly.
Senator, my hat's off to you. This is the first mobile interview we've ever done with a U.S. senator sitting in the passenger seat of a car. And you are now on your way to the southern border. You're down there firsthand to take a look exactly what the situation is, what the crisis is like. What have you seen? We have some photos of you meeting with border agents. What do you see and what do you hope to look at?
Yes, I am out with Sheriff Mark Lamb from Pinal County and his team. And we have been in Pinal County. We are going to Cochise County, down into the Sierra Vista to the border. We're going to meet with Sheriff Donalds there and look forward to meeting with some ranchers, but we'll be working on the border all day long today. Look, when you have an open border and the Biden border policy, the Biden immigration policy has been open borders, putting out the sign saying, y'all come. When you have this open border, every town's a border state, and every town's a border town, and every state's a border state. But Eric, here is the thing, 50% of all the illegal drugs that are on our city streets in this country, 50% are coming through Arizona. So we are here to support these local law enforcement to see firsthand what it's doing and to push the Biden administration to close the border. It is
All right,
time
Senator, the computer's cutting us off. My apologies. The president says the border's closed, don't come, but it seems like they're not listening. Thank you, Senator Marsha Blackburn. From